As I mentioned last time in the previous video, I'm planning to make a series of videos giving reasons for the reliability and the trustworthiness of the scripture of the Bible. Now, I've done a video already, but I felt that it's a bit too long and perhaps I could make it shorter. So I'll try to keep it short and pithy. Now, one of the objections to Christianity, one of the objections to the Bible is that things written in it are unrealistic and unreliable. One of those things is obviously the resurrection of Christ or the coming back of Jesus Christ from the dead. Now, is it believable? Is there a reason for us to believe that Christ actually came back from the dead? Well, the empty tomb in Jerusalem would be a good evidence that the body is no longer in the grave, and so that demands an explanation. Where is the body? What happened to the body? Why is the tomb empty? One of the most widespread answer to that question is that the disciples of Jesus Christ came and stole the body and made it disappear, just buried it somewhere, and started spreading the lie that Christ rose from the dead. Now, here's my question. Why would they do that? We know that people lie to gain things. We lie to escape trouble or to gain something. People lie in their tax returns because they don't want to pay their money to the government. They want to keep more of their money to themselves. People cheat in exams because they want to get better grades. They want to score more. Children lie to their parents because they don't want to get into trouble. They don't want to be punished. Now, no one, if they know beforehand that telling a particular lie is not going to give them any benefit, but instead would put them in a far worse state than they are already in, would anyone go ahead and still lie? It's a simple question. The answer is no. No one lies to get into trouble. Now, the disciples of Jesus Christ, they knew very well that by claiming that Jesus Christ rose from the dead, they would get into a lot of trouble. The people who put Jesus Christ to death were the Jewish religious elite, and they hated Christ. They are the ones who wanted to make sure he's dead for good. They even went to the Roman governor and asked him for permission to put Roman soldiers on guard at the tomb of Christ so that they can make sure no one would steal the body and start spreading lies. So they are furious, they're upset against Christ, and the disciples know that. And the disciples knew that if they or anyone starts saying Christ rose from the dead, they would get into trouble from the religious elite. So if Jesus did not rise from the dead, that already would have crushed all the dreams and hopes of those disciples that their teacher is God or some sort of a messenger from God, because Jesus already claimed beforehand multiple times that he would die and that he would rise again on the third day. So if he doesn't rise again on the third day, that would already invalidate all his claims of being a deity, and it would crush their hopes, or it would take away all reasons for them to follow him. And add to that, they know that if anyone tells Jesus Christ rose from the dead, they would be in trouble from the religious elite and they would be cast out from their society. So if Christ did not rise from the dead, why on earth would they start saying that he rose from the dead? If you look into history, it's not like they have gained anything. They have lost everything. They have lost their families. They have lost a reputation in the society. Yes, of course, they gained Christian followers later on, but up until 3rd century or 4th century, perhaps, Christianity wasn't legal. Roman emperors persecuted them. Jewish people persecuted them. They were in all sorts of troubles. One have to ask, so could it really be true? Is it a reasonable explanation to give that the disciples merely made up a lie? Is that reasonable? And I would leave that here for you.